All right. So let's begin. Come to standing, close the eyes, bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine becoming one with all beings. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your mind in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice to our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for the liberation that frees us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Do the mantra for purification 3 times to purify this space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smrit pantrikaksham zavaya pyantraha suji. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smrit pantrikaksham zavaya pyantraha suji. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha vismarit pantrikaksham sabhaya vyantraha sji. Release the hands and let's do some warm-ups now. So start off with charging breathing. Bring your arms up over the head, palms facing in. Inhale from the soles of the feet right up to the fingertips. Feel the energy rising up through the body. Hold the attention and the breath at the fingertips. Exhale all the way back down. Feel the earth's charge flushing right through the body on the way down. Inhale, feel the energy rising up from the earth again, right up through the body. Holding it at the fingertips, suspend the breath. Exhale all the way back down. Last time. Inhale, bring the energy right up through the body. Hold the breath, hold the attention at the fingertips. Exhale all the way back down. And release now. So now let's continue with the exercises. Roll the head in circles, shoulders away from the ears. And change the direction of rotation. And then circle the right arm forward. And then backwards. Left arm, circle forward. And go backwards. Good. And from here, bring your arms up over the head. Lower the body down. Last time, just stay hanging down. Now the body stop bouncing. And then roll your way up. Good. Left arm up. Inhale, reach up. Bend to the right. Right arm up. Bend to the left on the exhale. Go from side to side. And conclude. Now shake up the fingers. Loosen up the wrists. And then up and down. Coming into the lion's breath squats 8 times. And back up. And from here, just swing the arms, hang the body, throw the arms around the body as you twist. Loosen the shoulders. Return. Reach the arms up over the head, press the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up the heels. Exhale, back off on the heels, lift the toes and rock back up and down. And up and down. Up, down, up, down, and release. So let's make our way to the front of the mat. Just give me a second. Plug in the mic. All right. So let's make our way to the mat. Bring the hands to the heart. Remember, better than practice, even that in meditation, is renounce all the fruits of the actions. Do the practice because it must be done. Let's move together as one, like a school of fish. Reach the arms up over the head. Come forward and down, Uttanasana. Right foot back into lunge, knee down, sit down to the seat. Come into high plank, bring the knees down, the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide forward smoothly into the cobra. Take it all the way back. Come again forward. And all the way back. Last time, creep forward, all the way up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. The right foot steps forward to the hands, sit down to the seat. Feet together, chest to the thighs, head down. Come up. Return home. Reach up again. Fold forward. Left foot back into the plank. Lower down, Ashtanga. Bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Come forward again 3 times. Raise the head. Come all the way back. Glide between the arms. Brush the nose to the ground as you come forward. And then up into Cobra. All the way back. Creep like a snake creeping through the grass. Lift the head. Bring it all the way back. Downward facing dog. And then the left foot steps forward to the hands, sit down to the seat. Uttanasana again, chest on the thighs, head down. Come up and back. Return home. And up again. Come forward and down. Right foot back, lower the knee. Express humbleness in all poses. Back into high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Glide forward into the Cobra. Downward facing dog. The right foot steps forward to the hands, sink down to the seat. Uttanasana, chest to thighs, head down. Come up and back. Return home. And again, lose yourself in the sensations. Come down gracefully. Left foot back into the plank. Down we go. Glide. Retreat. Sink the heart in your downward facing dog.
Left foot forward, feet together, bow to the legs. All the movements reflecting humbleness, surrender, devotion. Come back. Let's add on now, reach up and back. Come forward and down. Chest on the thighs, join hands behind the back. Extend through the crown and the chest. Exhale, pull down, Uttanasana, forehead to the shins, hands over the head. And then release the hands, start your feet, right foot back, lower the knee down. Asana, reach the arms up and back. Arch the back. And then come back into plank. Ashtanga Namaskara. Come forward into the cobra gracefully. Rise. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Right foot forward, back knee down. Asana again. Reach up, pull the body up on the hips. And then bring the hands back, feet together. Chest down on the legs. Extend and then dive deep. Uttanasana. Come all the way up to standing. Arch back. Come back home. And again. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels intuitive, that keeps the body, the breath steady. Leave in. Join the hands again. Extend. Lengthen the spine. Exhale. Keep lengthening as you go down. Uttanasana. Release the hands. Left foot back. Asana. And back. Keep moving through the poses with smooth transitions. Imagine in life, you go through the experiences the same way. Now change your mindset. Always in a non-disruptive way to that calm mindset that you're always trying to keep. Chest on the sides, hands behind the back, extend to the heart, the head, exhale, pull down, and release, come all the way up. Back home. Again, standing salute. Come forward and down. Chest on the thighs, hands behind the back. Reach to the crown, exhale, pull down over the legs. And then release the hands, left foot back, asana. Use your arms to pull the body further by the hips, back into high plank. Lower down. Keep with the intention of offering. Keep saying, this is for you, God, this is for you, for all beings. And back. Left foot forward, back knee down. Reach up. And then bring the feet back together. Extend and then fold down like you're bowing humbly. Come up and back. Return home. Another variation, arch back. Fold down over the legs. Plant the hands, come up 3 times. Push into the hands. Gaze right down into the core of the earth. Extend the legs. Back into chaturanga. Through into upward facing dog now. Pull the chest forward. Shoulders back. Make like you're howling at the moon. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. See if you can sink the heart, bring the head towards the ground, or maybe rest it on the ground. Belly towards the thighs. Then lift the heels, bend the knees, come up 3 times. Push into the roots of the fingers, grip with the finger pads. Bring your feet to the hands, pull the body down on the legs. Come all the way up. Back And again, arch back. Come all the way down. Again, come up 3 times. Keep the arms strong and straight. Extend the legs back into chaturanga, through to upward facing dog. Stretch the whole front of the body. Try not to shorten the lower back or the back of the neck. Create space. And then bring it back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. With the head down, it's like the loyal dog to its master. Exhibit that in your pose. And then lift the heels, bend the knees, come up 3 times. Land your feet to the hands. 4th time, pull the body down onto the legs. Come up. Return home. 2 more times on your own. No repetitions needed. Watch the body moving by itself. Equal love and dedication to each form. Love all forms. Love all beings. Once you arrive back home, breathe in deeply. Exhale, let go of all expectations, all attachments to the results. Release. Poses now. Starting off with tree, left foot firmly planted, bring the right foot up. Bring it into the hip crease if you're doing a lotus, or your regular tree if you like. Hands to the heart, and then grow tall. Reach for the sun. Gaze up if you like. As if to say, I am yours to your will. I am at your service. Come down into forward fold Uttanasana. If you want, you can take other variations if you like. So you can take both hands to standing foot. Take a bind if you like. Then place your hands down on either side of the foot. See if you can come upside down. That's it. Lift up through the hips. Good. And then we're going to come back up to release. Now push the toes firmly into the mat on the right foot. Come up again on the other side. Imagine the toes as the roots spreading in all directions to bring you steadiness, to Bring you the bounty of the earth, all the nutrients, draw them up to the body, so you can in turn deliver to all beings even more bounty. And then come down gently and smoothly. Uttanasana. Pull the body against the leg if you can. Belly on the thigh. Forehead towards the shin. Bring the hands down. Now push firmly into the ground with the hands. Hug the arms to the body, and then imagine you're being lifted up from above by the hips. Push to the base of the toes. Good. Nice. And then we're going to come back up. Release the foot. Eagle pose. Standing on the left foot again. Raise the right knee up as high as you can so you can bring the thigh further up on the standing leg. Just a little bit to the side so you can hook the foot perhaps. And the left arm goes over the right to join the forearms. Sink down. Keep the gaze steady and intense like an eagle's. Feels like you're wrapping your shoulder blades around the whole front of the body. Pull forward, away from the spine. Getting ready to come out, and then soar like an eagle. Come forward, spread your wings. And then come back up. Good. And try it on the other side. Raise the left knee up, nice and high, and then press against the standing leg, the right leg in this case. Right arm comes over the left arm this time. Come up, and then imagine you're soaring through the sky like an eagle. Take your arms out, arch the back. And then return. Beautiful. Let's come to the back of the mat. Warrior 3. Raise your arms overhead like you're brandishing the sword. Left foot steps forward. Come down into Warrior 3. Be flat like a table, like you're lying on a table. Join the hands behind the back. Come into toppling tree if you like. Bring the belly down onto the thigh, but then pull the arms further forward. Chest comes up, back leg comes up higher. And from here, come up. So you can take hold of the foot or closer to the knee, Devandasana. Reach around, take the foot with the other hand as well if you can. Be more flexible, hold on to the shin. Pull the leg back. And return. Good. Now come back. Try it again on the other foot. Reach the arms up. Right foot forward. Again, charge forward like a warrior, with purpose, with determination. Swing the arms back behind, toppling tree. Tilt the body down a little bit more. Watch the body moving by itself like you're the witness. See yourself through God's eyes, seeing everything with unconditional love no matter what happens. Then press into your right foot to come back up. Take the knee forward, you can hold the ankle, go back. If you can, hold closer to the knee and see if you can take your other hand to the leg as well. And make your way into the pose, Devandasana. And return. Good. Getting ready for Kapiyasana. Bring the left foot forward, back knee down. And just sink your seat right down to the front heel. Prepare the body by pulling the tail down and lifting the rib basket up. Stretch the front of the body, like push the belly button forward, the chest up, the head all the way back. Kali Mudra with the hands. Reach back. Go further if you like. See if you can take your index fingers over the back toe. Maybe at some point you can even hold the foot behind you. Pull the hips back forward, right close to the seat. Into swan pose from here. Lift the right leg up. Take it into the crook of the right arm. Left arm comes to the left side of the head. Join the hands. And try to open up a little bit. Push the foot into the inner arm so that your elbow softens a little bit. The joint, no sharp angles. Turn the chest forward and up. Gaze up as own humbleness. And release. And change sides. Deliberate in all your movements, mindful and reverent. Sink down to the seat. Prepare to go into the pose. Feel as though you're folding your back in half at the spine. Pull the shoulders back, the head drops. Rest between the shoulder blades. Arms up, close to the head. Kapiyasana. Keep stretching. Feel as though you're made of elastic. Bring the back foot up. Get ready for swan. Tap into the consciousness of the being that you're trying to represent. At every given moment, in every form, that is your teacher. The swan, the warrior, the dog. Learn from that guru, the master. And release. Change again. The left foot forward. Bend the toes under and the back foot. Legs are like a box. Parivrita Parsvakonasana. Right arm up. Go to the left. Anchor the leg in place with the right armpit. If you want, bring the left arm over the back and take a bind. You can take the wrist with your right wrist with your left to your left elbow, or forearm, move it up towards the elbow. Keep tugging on the arm to get the left shoulder to move all the way back so the chest and face are up. And if you can, take the back knee up off the ground. Push through the back heel. And then lengthen as you inhale, twist as you exhale. Option to come into bound revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Bring the right foot in a little bit, keep the left hip high, and see if you can bring the right leg up. Half breath in, raise the right leg up, and return. Right knee back down, and change sides. Keep passing through all the forms with grace and with dignity. Left arm up, with no attachments to the results. Hands in either Anjali Mudra or take a bind. Right arm goes over the back, left wrist takes the right wrist, left hand takes the right wrist, move it up towards the elbow. Ready, take your back knee up off the ground if you can. And lengthen the line. Turn your chest and face to come right up. Imagine you're trying to lie in your front leg, right on your back. You may stay here or bound revolved Ardha Chandrasana. Slide your left foot in a little bit, look beyond your right toes. See if you can lift your left leg up. And release. Come back, facing forward, left foot in front. Move it out to the long edge of the mat, lizard. Rock back and forth. Trying to get your hips to sink down. When you're ready, just bring your right knee down, flatten out the toes. If your hips are on the ground, you can maybe bring the chest right down onto the ground. Other variations, go ahead. If you're very flexible, tuck your chin in. See if you can move your head underneath your left leg. Head comes the other side. You can go even further by picking up your back foot and holding the foot. Now find stillness. Be like a lizard sunning itself on the earth. And then start to break the pose. Come back out gracefully. Let's go into Visvamitrasana here, a nice transition. Bring the right knee up, back foot flattens, low side lunge. Left shoulder comes behind the left knee. And then allow the left leg to sit on the left arm. Pull the left foot out. You can hold it if you like, or just bring your arm up. Visvamitrasana. Pushing the shoulder into the back of the knee to keep strong. And from here, bring the right hand down. Come forward. Body sits on the elbows for Kundinyasana. Push into the hands, Bandha Ganondasana if you like. Legs come all the way up. Come back down. From here, come back into table. When you're ready, go to the other side, lizard. Right foot forward, and creep back and forth. You can only go as far as the imagination. Work at cultivating your imagination to find your way into different forms. Imagine what it's like to be in that body. And then come into your final resting pose. Be still. Keep on thinking, I'm you, you are me. That will eventually allow you to be one with the form. Okay, ready to come out now? Come back onto the hands. Left foot flat, knee up off the ground. Visvamitrasana. Good, pull the left shoulder back. Whether you're taking the foot or just raising the arm. Good. Bring the left hand down, come forward into Kundinasana. If you like, Bandha Gerundasana. Maybe even Shalabhasana. Back down. Take a moment to rest your forehead on the hands. Breathe into all areas that feel tense, that feel fatigued. Exhale. Recharge them, rejuvenate them. Send energy into all those areas. And then come into plank. Set up for Vasisthasana by coming to downward facing dog first. Then moving on to your left hand and left foot. Go ahead, side plank, and explore your variations again. Keep your hips high. Want to take your right knee up or your foot. Move it out a little bit to the side. Another nice variation, partridge pose. So you can take the foot, bring it to the head. And release. Back into downward facing dog. Go to the other side. Right foot steps more in front of the nose, spin towards the left. Push the right foot firmly down into the mat, and the right hand as well. Make sure you don't drop into the shoulder. Good. Back into downward facing dog. And another round of it. See if you can try another variation. Maybe go into Urdhva Dhanurasana or bring your right foot into lotus. Keep your hips high, wrap your right arm around the back so you can take hold of the foot. And then turn to the right. Push the hips forward, the right knee back. Going to Urdhva Dhanurasana, spin on the heel of the palm, the fingers face the middle of the mat. Come into your pose. And then return. Same way as you enter, keep your hips high and back. Downward facing dog. And of course, the other side now. If you're taking a lotus version, really push the hips back. Squeeze your foot with your body, with your belly, and then left arm comes around. The higher the hips, you'll be able to take the bind more easily, perhaps. Or you can go into your Urdhva Dhanurasana. Spin on your foot and heel your right palm. And return, downward facing dog. Now from here, just walk your hands back towards your feet and pull yourself back up gracefully. Good. Let's come into Ardha Chandrasana. Step the left foot forward, reach down, left fingertips on the ground, and then raise your right leg up. Open up to the side. Find steadiness through all the transitions. From here, bend the knee if you like, take hold of the foot. Pull the foot back further like you're doing a bow pose. Push the chest and hips forward. Let right shoulder goes back. And from here, Natarajasana. Look down, roll the right thigh in, take a half breath in and float up gracefully into your dancer pose, different forms as you see them in your imagination. Think of this whole practice as a dance. Fluid, graceful. The mindset never changes, it's always calm and confident. And release. On the other side now. Right foot steps forward, reach down with the right hand, fingertips on the ground, and then start to turn towards the left. Raise the left leg up. Shoulder directly over, left shoulder directly over the right, left hip directly over the right hip. And maybe take a bind if you like. Pull on the foot to take the foot further away from the body. Hold your left shoulder. Keep your standing leg engaged. Roll the left hip down. Soften the right knee a little bit. Half breath in to float up gracefully. Feel as light as air. And then take your different forms of dancer if you like. Whatever happens, be unconcerned. Be unjudging. It's an offering, just do your best. It's the effort that's most important. And release. Stand in mountain, arms by the sides. From the base of spine, breathe up to the crown. Breathe back down to the base of the spine. Remain resolute in your devotion, unmovable in your devotion. Shilshasana. So let's get ready for headstand. Come down and prepare for the king of the postures, any variation you like. Go ahead. Try different entry forms if you like. Once you're up, you can see if you can take a lotus. just for a little bit, remain absolutely still. Come back to the Soham consciousness. I am you, you are me, I am that I am. Runs through every being to remind us that we're all just simply divine manifestations of God, all with divine essence within. If you like here now, you can try variations. Maybe try coming off one hand, whatever you like. If you're taking, let's say, the right hand off, you have to lean the hips a little bit to the left to counterbalance and keep your hips up. Try not to allow your knees to drop forward, then you'll just fall out of the pose. If you try in one arm, of course, try it on the other as well. Easiest form of taking your arm off, hand up off the ground, is to bring the forearm, at least stay on one forearm. Press the side of the head against the base of the wrist. Push down through the arm. It's getting ready to come out. If you have a lotus, keep your lotus. Bring your arms into tripod. And maybe land your lotus right onto the tops of the arms. Come into lotus crow. Curl the tail under, and then lift the head. And then come back down, rest in child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Now roll your way up, make your way into camel pose. Making those playing a little bit, being playful, seeing if you can come into your shoulder stand from here. So press up into camel first, bring your hands behind your feet, push your hips forward so you can get the right hand more easily on the right foot, left hand on the left foot. Push the hips forward more if you're more flexible. So your shoulders come a little bit in front of the heels, your hips come a little bit in front of the knees. The head comes all the way back, just the highest point. Now, lift up the chest a little bit, lift up a little higher so you can join your hands behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then lift the head. Now from here, come down, plant the right shoulder down in front of the right knee, a little bit to the inside of the knee. Bring your head towards, rest your left side of the head, right side of the head on the ground, and then from here, push into the upper arm, push into the base of the toes, come into wide plow. And then bring your feet together, regular plow. Now we're going to walk your feet over towards the left of the head. And then here you have to push on your left arm, push in, tuck your chin in, keep pressing to your left side of the head. And then just keep rolling until your left shin comes down. And then roll your way up into camel. And then we reverse it again. Tuck the chin in, bring the hands together, and see if you can come down. Left shoulder comes, like roll the shoulder in a little bit. Left shoulder comes just on the inside of the left knee, in front of the knee. Push into the upper arm, really close to the shoulder, and into right left side of the head, and come back into plow. And from here, perfect position, come into Shavangasana. Raise the legs up high. From here, you can do your lotus if you have a lotus. And find stillness once again. I am you, you are me. So I'm that I am. Sa. Into Pindasana if you still have your lotus, or Karnapidasana or Halasana. Keep moving according to your condition. No judgment. Just flow with the different conditions that are passing through you, the different gunas that are active at any given point. Be unconcerned, undisturbed. Getting ready to come back now. Slowly lower down. Push into your arms and lower down your seats. Once the knees are down, make your way into fish. Push into the elbows, lift the chest, bring the top of the head down, and then hold your feet if you have your lotus. Try to get your knees and your elbows to come back down onto the ground by pushing your chest up higher and your head closer into the seat. And now, Bhastrika breath. And then get ready to sit up. Push into your elbows and come up to seated. Keep your lotus if you have your lotus. Do Purvottanasana. If you prefer to have your legs straight for this one, of course, go ahead for that variation. Otherwise, take your fingertips beside your hips, half breath in, and push your hips forward and up. Lift the chest, bring the head back. Again, Bhastrika. Come back, tuck your chin in, really push into the fingertips hard and land the seat back down gently. Release the legs and just roll your way up to seated, and not to standing. All the way up. Good. Getting ready for hero sequence. Hands to the heart, step out with the right foot. From the solar plexus, from that source of power, inhale right up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to that power source. Feel yourself infused in your power. Easy Chakrasana. Adjust your feet so your toes are pointing out. Maybe bring them in a little bit closer if you need to. And then bring your hands to the seat. Push into the seat, pull down at the same time. Bring the head back. If you feel comfortable, walk your hands one at a time down the backs of the legs. Maybe at some point your hands might come right down to the heels. And then get ready to come back up. Keep your hands back one at a time. Up. Walk your hands back to the seat and come back up. Arms out to the side, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hinge forward, Come down, take hold of the opposite ankles, or step your fingers under, bring your fingers underneath the outer edges of the feet, and see if you can get your body to come right between your legs. Feel as though you're trying to push your chest right through between until it lands behind the legs. Shoulders back, lift the shoulders away from the ground, pull the seat up higher right over the top of the head. 5, roll outwards and roll inwards. You can either stay here or bring your hands beside your head, lift your head and chest. Now see if you can come up, if you like, into your handstand. So push into the hands and then lift the heels, shoulders come over the fingertips. Get a little bit of a leapfrog action. Push into your hands and then see if you can raise your feet up. So we're done without much control, so just try. That's it, friend. Good. Nice, Andrew. That's it. Keep strong through the arms. It's easier if you bring your feet a little bit closer. That's it. Good. And then from here, get ready to come back up. Arms out to the side, come up. Easy Chakrasana again. If you're more flexible, you can walk your feet closer. Essentially, the wheel, the posture looks like a wheel. No end and no beginning. Your hands and your feet come together. Continuous circle. Come back up. And open up your feet. You can bring your hands in reverse namaste if you like, or join your hands behind the back. If you have reverse namaste, try to push your heels, your palms together. Push into the center of the back behind the heart. Bring the head back. Come forward. Try to get again your head between your feet, your back straight and vertical. And of course, you may stay here or you can release your hands, either a tripod or near Lambasana. Bring your hands in front of the head or behind the head, I guess, and then see if you can circle your legs up. If you're doing your Lambasana, push into your fingertips a little bit more. Make your way down smoothly. Keep your core engaged, keep your hips high so when your feet land, they land softly, right in the same place as they started from, right beside the head. On either side of the head, take the arms out to come up. One more try, easy Chakrasana. Bend your knees a little bit more so that you can get flatter, lower to the ground. You can see the ground easily, then you might be able to take your hands up one at a time. Come into Urdhva Dhanurasana, just drop back into it. Always according to your comfort level. Don't go to a place of anxiety or pain. This is not what you want to offer up. Take full wheel if you have it. And then come back up. Hands again centered from the heart. From the heart. Inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divinity. Then step your feet back together. Mountain pose. Arms by the sides of the body. from the base of the spine, just like the base of the mountain, breathe up to the crown or the summit of the mountain. Exhale back down to the base, remain steady and unshakable all the way throughout. Now from here, we're going to come down onto our seat. Paschimottanasana to start. Good. So we're going to raise your arms over the head and just come down over the legs. Try to push your chest beyond the knees. Use the weight of the body to bring more release in the legs. Relax the legs. If you're trying to find more release, take your attention to those areas. That's where the vital force will go. Otherwise, take your attention to the base of the spine. Perhaps you'll feel the blood rushing there and creating a nice throbbing sensation. Lose yourself in all those sensations. Imagine them being transmitted to all beings everywhere. Start to come back up. Kurmasana, or modify by just holding the edges of the feet. So bring your feet a little bit and pulling your head down towards the ground. More flexibility into Kurmasana. Keep your legs close to the shoulders. The feet are not too far apart, so you can free your elbows. That'll eventually allow you to take the bind over the back. If you're very flexible, you can do sleeping tortoise. Cross your legs behind your head and then come down. Join your hands over the back. If you know that variation, feel free. Okay, ready to release. Slide back out. Just do Dandasana to neutralize the spine. Push your hands right beside your seat. Flex your feet, engage the legs. Inhale. Deeply lift the chest, hold the breath, chin on the chest. Contract the root muscles up towards the navel. Attention at the space between the eyebrows. Push hard through the base of the toes. Spread the toes. Exhale, relax, soften. Hanumanasana. Lean to the right a little bit. See if you can take your left leg back. And modify as you need to. Pull the right foot in first. If you need to, bend the toes under the back foot. And just pulse your way into the pose. Easier if you can slide your front foot over or beyond the mat. Front edge of the mat. If you're flat down, try different variations. As always, embody the spirit of Hanuman, the devotion, the courage, even the playfulness of it. Come back up. Switch sides. Lean to the right, bring the left leg forward. Lean to the left, and the right leg comes back. Start again. Just keep imagining yourself moving into those expressions of that you're trying to attain. No attention to the results. Keep trying. One day your body might just find its way there. Come back up. From here, hands the inside of the left leg, bring the left leg back, lie on the belly. Forehead on the hands and just shake out the hips. One side to the other very quickly as though you're trying to slither out of your old skin like a snake. And then when you're ready, prepare for Bhujangasana. If you want, you can try for King Cobra. Once you're up, you open up your feet a little bit, make sure your fingertips are close to the hips. Push into the fingertips, get as much height as you can, bring the head up and back. And then bend your knees, bring the toes up, point them. Feel as though you're squeezing the socks behind your knees. Or other variations as you know them, of course. And back down. Rest. Forehead on the hands. Breathe in into all areas of the back. Exhale. Remove all tension and all effort and all fatigue. Now make your way back up into seated position, sitting on your feet. So next pose, we've already done camel pose. You can repeat that, or you can work towards Kapotasana. Come from above, or start on your back, push your way into Urdhva Dhanurasana, and then just try to crawl, just eventually try to bring your elbows down. Okay, so go ahead, anchor down through the tops of the thighs. Let's start off with camel actually. It's always a good way to start. Push your hips forward, lift the chest high like the top of the camels, up to the highest point on the body. Then release the hands. One at a time, bring yourself back upright. I like to just keep your elbows by the arms by the ears. Press the hands together so they're firm and strong. And really engage your core and your thigh muscles. Come down flatter, longer, with control, so that your fingertips land on the ground lightly, not hard landing. And then you might be able to get one elbow down, just like that. Kind of scooch them in until they come down. You can stay on your hands if you like, for sort of like a Urdhva Dhanurasana type of version. Move according to your condition. From here, come back. Just come back onto your back or come back up. Rest again, breathe in, breathe out. Forearm balance. Come into it whichever way you like and try your variations. Make sure your elbows are not too far from one another, and then try different variations if you like. Okay, good. You can try to come on to one hand and one arm. And you might be able to come off one arm. Good. All right, come back down. Nice. Okay. From here, Chakrasana. Come from Urdhva Dhanurasana, land on your elbows again. If you want, you can try to bring yourself over to the other side. So go ahead and give that a try, or just do your best. I'm gonna also try a different one when you're coming to headstand, forms on the ground, and you have to eventually move more of your forehead onto the ground, so you're almost on your nose. And try to bring your toes towards the head, behind like a very deep scorpion. Maybe at some point your toes might come right down to touch your head, the back. And then come back down, relax, breathe in, breathe out. Peacock. So come back up. Sink your elbows into the belly. Make sure your belly stays a bit soft, so you're not, so you have a little bit of give. And you're squeezing on either side of the belly button. Bring most of your body forward so that you have more weight in front. And then the legs will come up higher, or easier to. Sit, come into your lotus or your Baddha Konasana if it's not coming up easily. And then return into seated, Baddha Vajrasana. Left foot folded back, right foot in the lotus. Bring your right arm around the back, hold the foot. Find the bind, the left hand comes the outside of the right knee. Push the back of the fist against the knee or bring your hand underneath the knee. Push the heel of the palm down. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, turn to the right. Make sure the left side of the seat doesn't get uprooted. Keep your shoulders back. So you inhale, try to pull the body up higher so that you take all the wrinkles out of this waist area. And return. Go to the other side. Left foot in lotus. If you're having trouble getting both sides of the seat down, try to tighten your lotus a little bit. Try to get your knees closer together. Use the left heel to push into your hip crease to allow the right side of the seat to come down. Return. Both feet together in front. Knees together. Left arm up. And press the left arm against the right thigh. Right hand right down the center of the back. Or tip your knees a little bit towards the right. Get the back of the shoulder to press against the legs. See if you can take your bind. Left arm snakes underneath. Your hand to join right beside your left hip. Chest forward. Raise up. That's it. Raise the body above the hips. Push the knees away from the abdomen. Here, if you like, take your left hand beside the right and try to come into your arm bounce. Allow your legs to sit on the left arm. Come into side crow. Maybe you can swing your left leg up and back. Return. Good. Come out gracefully and then go right to the other side. Sometimes we get into a mindset that we see a pose we can't do it. Check in once in a while. Give it a try. You might surprise yourself. Just keep progressing that way. And again, release the right hand beside the left. And then bring your chest forward. Our legs sit on the right arm. Side crow. And then maybe bring the right leg up and back. Beautiful. Push into your hands, come back down. Lie on your back for a moment for Shavasana. Just rest the body. Just allow, just relax. Let go of all fatigue, all struggles. Stay here momentarily. So we can do a pranayama and then a little bit of a deeper Shavasana. Just breathe in through the skin. Light and energy, feel it all coming in like beams of light into the pores of the skin. Exhale, allow it to just diffuse everywhere throughout. Feel illuminated by it, feel recharged, feel rejuvenated. Keep on breathing in that way to bring in more light, more energy. as you fill up within. With the exhale, allow all the fatigue and attention to just drop out of the body. So there were no more room for it. The light and energies are pushing it all out. Now make your way back to seated. Sitting tall and supremely still. Do sound yoga to promote healing and also to increase our aura, our protection against negative psychic attacks. So bring your attention to all those areas as I cue them. Concentrate on the color, concentrate on those areas, and if you know someone, including yourself, who's suffering in those areas, send an intention of healing to those areas. Start at the lower three chakras, low in the body, the root, the sacral area, and the navel. The color is red, the sound is ah. Take a deep breath in, and then allow the breath to just sit on, ride the breath. Now moving up to the heart, color is green. A little bit of a higher pitch this time. The sound is U. Inhale. Next, go to the base of the throat. The sound is so, the color is blue. And not only bring healing in that area, but may all the words that come out of the throat through the voice be compassionate and healing as well to others. Inhale. Now bring the attention to the space between the eyes, just in the front of the forehead. Sound is E. Picture another shade of blue now. Inhale. From that point, just go a little bit further back, the same height between the eyes, and then the color is indigo. The sound is sun. Concentrate on the end part of the sound, and the vibrations will help to dislodge all the impurities that are within, send them out to the bloodstream and out of the body. Inhale. Sun. Now go to the crown of the head. Color is violet. And the sound is sum. Again, concentrate on the latter part of the sound. The M vibrations produce mental sharpness and clarity. Inhale. Color is violet. Sum. Take a moment to notice any effects, mental, physical, or emotional. Now purify our pranayama. 5 rounds. Inhaling through both nostrils for a count of 4, holding the breath for 12. Mula bandha, jalandhara bandha, throat lock, root lock, third eye attention. Exhale through the left side for a count of 8. So 4, 12, and 8. Getting ready, left hand in Yana Mudra, sitting on your left knee, right hand, Vishnu Mudra, second, third fingers fold down, turn the palm towards you. So exhale completely, empty the lungs. Inhale through both nostrils. 3, 4, hold the nose closed. Throat lock, root lock, third eye focus. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale through the left, release the locks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale to both sides as deeply as you can for 4 counts. Hold the breath, contract the root muscles, pull them up towards the navel, chin on the chest, tongue behind the teeth at the upper palate. Watch the space between the eyebrows. Exhale, left side, release the locks, release the tension. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, hold the breath. Keep the back straight, even though you bring the chin down on the chest. Don't hunch the back. 11, 12. Exhale through the left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. 3, 4. Hold for 12. Exhale left. Relax as you breathe out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale through the left. And release. It's good for purifying the nadis. Of course, in order to purify them, they have to be open. You keep them open through the observance of ahimsa. And this will bring even more benefit to all that you do. Now we'll continue that along that vein in Yoga Nidra. Go down on your back now. Prepare for Shavasana. Ensure your comfort so that you can remain absolutely still. Now, prepare mentally by repeating the following sentence 3 times. I will remain awake and alert during the instructions. Relaxation now begins on the left side. Systematically, we just release all the tension from all parts of the body. First, the left hand. Suggest to the hand to relax. All parts of the hand, the fingers go limp. Back of the hand and the palm of the hand soften. Release all tension from those areas. The wrist completely loose and inactive. And then from the wrist, starting to make your way up through the left arm. So feel all the muscles just softening. Starting at the lower arm, feeling them as though they were made of jello. Going up the arm, right up to the shoulder. The arm just goes lax, limp, heavy, like dead weight. The shoulder, the head of the shoulder, the whole area there, also heavy. So you can anchor down the arm. And at the top of the back, left side, start to feel heaviness creep into the whole left side, back, upper back. Feeling the shoulder blade on the left side just becoming very heavy. Feeling the back start to sag as a result of the heaviness. And as the heaviness moves down the back, the left side, the lower back sinks into the ground. All the curves and the lower back just flatten out and just fuse with the earth. Everything just sinks. Continues down through the hip joint, the hip bones, all heavy, the pelvis completely feeling as though we're made of lead. The seat, heavy as well, so we're a basin of cement anchoring down the body. Feel all that heaviness just creep into the upper leg as well, left leg. So there were lead injected straight into the veins and the muscles, making them extremely, the left thigh very heavy. Moves past the knee joint, which is just inactive. It just allows it all to pass through to the lower leg and the lower leg as well. Starting to feel very heavy as the muscles just relax and become dead-like. Whole leg so heavy, it's impossible to move it. And then the attention goes to the foot, where, like the hand, you suggest to it to relax. The front of the foot, the top of the foot, as to say, becomes relaxed. No feelings of tightness or tension in the bottom of the foot or the heel. It's all soft. The toes go limp as well. The whole foot just falls out to the left, dead-like. Remain awake and alert as we move to the right side now, in the same way, starting at the same place. The right hand now. Suggest to it to relax. And then feel the hand respond instantly. The fingers just go completely limp and loose. Back of the hand just resting there like a stone on the mat, completely inactive, lifeless. The palm of the hand soft, no tension whatsoever. The wrist as well, loose and limp. And then starting at the wrist, which is also inactive and loose, bring the attention to the muscles along the right arm and relax them all till the whole arm just feels heavy. So the muscles and the skin were just hanging off the bones, uselessly, listlessly. The top of the arm, the shoulder is heavy as well, the shoulder joint, which allows the arm to just settled into that heavy stillness. And now, at the top of the right arm at the shoulder, start to infuse all the areas of the right side of the back with heaviness just by your imagination, just by your visualization of the heaviness like a liquid, just creeping into all areas of the shoulder blade, the upper back, the right side, feeling everything just sink and sag as a result of its own weight. It keeps on moving down, further down into the lower back, down the side body. Feeling the lower back just sink into the ground, yielding to the support. And it just spills all that heaviness into the seat, which is already heavy as a result of the pelvic structure there, the bones being very heavy, like lead, like iron. The seat, like a big basin of cement, anchors down the body firmly. Feel the heaviness now continue to circulate down through the right leg, starting at the thigh, feeling as though that heaviness just coursing its way through the veins and the muscles, making them feel heavy. Whole leg so heavy, it's impossible to move it. With it comes complete surrender of all the tension. And as you come to rest your attention on the foot also falls to that spell of heaviness. The toes just release. Top of the foot relaxes, the heel and the ankle and the bottom of the foot all become soft. And allow the foot just fall to the right. Now, arms and legs completely still and lifeless. Continue by stilling what's within, the inner workings of the body, slowing them down. Bring your attention to the torso, where the organs sit. Feel the left lung and the right lung becoming heavy as can be. So they're filled with water. As they push down into the body, the body sinks even lower down, deeper down into the earth. The heart as well slows down. The heartbeat, virtually undetectable, is starting to beat so slowly. And the rest of the organs follows the same way. The pancreas, the intestines, liver, kidneys, and so on. Till the whole inner workings are stilled. So you're in a coma, so you're in a very, very profound, deep sleep. From the neck down, everything quiet and still, dead-like. Now the head. Back of the head is heavy as well, heavily resting on the ground, forming an imprint in the earth. Scalp is soft. All the muscles of the face are relaxed, showing absolutely no tension, or strain or anxiety whatsoever. Forehead is just free of those frown wrinkles, anxiety lines, is the skin around the eyes soft and everything. The eyes are just softly closed, as is the mouth, maybe in a little bit of a smile. Tongue resting in its bed, teeth just in a comfortably set, neither grinding nor clenching. Your jaw relaxed, throat relaxed. And the brain, it too comes into a place of quietness, not having to deal with all the care, the maintenance of the body. The body is more or less lifeless, so the mind can come into a quiet place as well. The body is so deep in its resting place, resting state. You lose attention and you lose sensation altogether of the body. Just like the witness who just watches it all. Lose sight, consciousness, and awareness of the body, and even the mind. Now that it is quiet, now the chatter has diminished to just all but a whisper. And now perhaps you can hear the whispers of the gurus saying to you all the secrets of the practice. To make progress, to remind you that the most important thing is strict adherence to the ethical rules, yama and niyama, the very foundation of the practice. Without them, there is no yoga. They have to be present in all stages as we progress towards self-realization. All actions, thoughts, and words driven by the desire to remain non-harming so that we don't incur pain and suffering upon any being. Let's go deeper into practice, go subtler and subtler. So eventually even we're aware of even the smallest little insects that are underfoot, perhaps. Just treading softly, making our footprint, our impression as minimal as possible. But the impact of our words and our actions and thoughts, profound and powerful. All done with an intention of offering, all done out of love, all done out of selfless service. So now ingrain that intention in your mind and heart. Repeat the following sentence 3 times to ingrain it firmly. I act, speak, and think in a way that is selfless and compassionate towards all beings. Prepare to take that into your daily life. Prepare to come back from Shavasana with the utmost gentleness and reverence. Prepare to sit back up. Do so in a way that is gentle, that is mindful, that is reverent. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within.